Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is the update that I had been promising, which was the end of cycle one's scan, the in-body scan. I've got it here, and I'm sort of shocked by some of these numbers. Just real quick, one side note, even though I just finished week 8, there was enough leftover peptides in my vial that I reached out to my doctor and I said, hey, it looks like I've got about another week's worth of treatment here. What should I do? Should I just throw these away? I don't want to just assume that I'm taking them. And she said, no, actually just go ahead and take them. So I'm actually gonna have one extra week, it looks like, worth of injections. I'm still kind of counting this as the end of cycle 1, but a little bit of a bonus there for maybe a few more days worth of the shot. So let me show you what the in-body scan looks like. All right, so this is the in-body scan, the body assessment here. And here's what I think is really interesting. So it's got my last several, sorry, I'm trying to kind of do this with one hand. So you can see here in this last column, it is 427, that's today. You can see that I'm down to a 19.1 body fat percentage. That's the last line. Whenever I started this, I did this 2 scans ago. So on March 1st, I was at 21.2% body fat. So I've gone down just over 2% in body fat over the course of the past month. But here's what I think is even more interesting. I mean, that's great. That's really what I was kind of hoping for. But here's what I think is interesting. If you look at my previous scans and you look at the weight, the muscle mass, and the body fat percentage. So from the first scan to the second scan, both my weight went up and my muscle mass went up. And then of course my body fat percentage went up, which is pretty normal. You know, if you're trying to add on muscle, it's really hard to add muscle without also gaining weight, and vice versa. Look at that next scan. On the third scan, I went down in weight, but I also went down in muscle, and then I went down in body fat percentage, which is pretty common. If you're going to cut, if you're trying to lose weight, you're probably also going to lose some muscle. But look at what happened with these 3 scans here while I've been on the peptides. So starting on the 1st of March, I went down in weight, up in muscle, and down in body fat percentage, which is not very common and not real easy to do, to be able to lose fat but gain muscle. And then it happened again on this scan. I went down more weight, I went up more muscle, and down again in body fat percentage. So it looks like that during this treatment, I'm not saying it's because of the treatment, but during this first cycle of the peptides, especially the last half of the cycle, I was able to lose fat and gain muscle, even if it wasn't a lot in either direction, but ended up resulting in a pretty significant decrease in body fat percentage. I'm down just over 2% body fat since I started this. So I'm thrilled with the way that those numbers and the trajectories look. I wasn't expecting big jumps on either one, but the fact that both of my scans had lower fat and higher muscle, that to me is fantastic. So again, not chalking it up to the peptides, but it is a little bit of an eyebrow raise that this is not commonly, for me at least, how things go. Usually if I gain muscle, I'm gaining fat, and vice versa. So a good scan at the end of week 8, cycle 1. And that's it. Thanks y'all again so much for watching. I'll do some updates during my off time for that month, but that's it. I appreciate all the comments and all the input. Feel free to ask any questions.